we had a perfect life. 2 beautiful kids, perfectly healthy, family was healthy, business was great. Really had no complaints. My friends used to always joke with me, Gordon, you have a perfect life. Nothing ever goes wrong. Then things change.
We had no risk factors. We had no reason to think that anything bad was going to happen to any of us, let alone Greg, who was never sick a day in his life.
I had 2 bumps underneath here that weren't going away. And although I went to see a couple of doctors, nothing came about.
Greg was really good and diligent and went back to our internist and said, you know, let's do another blood test. We got home at 10 o'clock and the doctor called and said, we think that Greg has leukemia and you have an appointment tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. with a top hematologist and we need to move fast.
When you first get diagnosed, all you hear about is bone marrow, bone marrow, bone marrow, bone marrow. And that's what I thought I was going to have. I thought I was going to be a bone marrow transplant.
They decided to first look to the family, then look to the unrelated donor pool. And there were absolutely no donors for Greg.
His blood characteristics were unusually rare, and it was just not going to happen. And that's when the first time that I really sort of checked out because I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
So Greg and Karen and their referring physician did their homework, and they had heard about the work that we were doing here in cord blood stem cell expansion.
We just said to ourselves, if you're going to go away and your only objective in life is to be cured, you go to the best place in the world. And that's why we picked the Hutch.
I am tremendously privileged to be able to work with the patients that I get to work with, to help them at a time in their life when the future is very uncertain.
Colleen was unbelievable. She was kind, she was honest, she took the time with us, she was patient, and she explained everything.
I revel in their successes. I cry when things don't turn out the way they're supposed to turn out. But they're all a part of me.
She's an amazing woman. And I can just say thank you. She saved my life. It was unbelievable.
We all go through our daily lives never thinking about the work that these brilliant scientists are doing in the lab. We don't see it, we don't hear about it. If they were not doing what they were doing, Greg's life wouldn't have been saved. If Colleen's passion wasn't her passion, his life might not have been saved.